what you are trying to say is that whatever we hand here,
once we've come here, we've come into a new land, let us love it.
Yes.
Let us love it. Let us settle in it. Because at the end of the day, we cannot, tomorrow is not promised.
It's not. It's not.
It is today.
Take it a day at a time.
A day at a time. And enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself. Don't let anyone lie to you that you have to build in Africa.
It builds resentment in a way.
In a way, yeah. You know, I had something and I laughed through it. I don't know if you saw it on social media. The guy came into the UK and said, "Oh, my uncle, I'm sorry." Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, that uncle bit I've said before. Yeah.
He said, "Uncle, I am so sorry to have thought it was easy for you in the UK because I kept saying you couldn't even." He said that my uncle even erected a building in the village, and we kept saying, "Look at, he couldn't even finish the building." He said, "Even me, have I even bought a land to even be, to be able to even try to erect a window?" He said, you say you are exhausted. You are not exhausted. We walk around it. Yours, if you need to go to therapy, go to therapy. Yeah. If you need to journal, you journal.
The thing is that we cannot love where we are if we keep on holding on to the past. I see this tendency of us, people of immigrants or even from other communities, whereby you want to put one leg here and then the other leg in Africa. But then you're raising children from here. And then you're thinking that in your retirement, maybe in your 70s, 80s,
tell me about
you're going to be able to live.
Yeah.
I don't really understand
that. That is why we are being exhausted and stressed.
Yeah,
because you see people,
you're exhausting yourself. Why don't I enjoy myself?
My money, my hard work here. Instead, you see people, they are getting mortgage here. They are building mansion in Africa.
It's even not mortgage, but they're in a very small, tiny apartment with maybe 3-4 children.
Yes.
They earn enough money to be able to get a home, but they are building a home
that they will not live in.
They will not live in, where they will take them in a cask.
Yeah. See, this thing is not funny, but it's funny.
No, it's not funny though.
Rachel,
I'm sorry, it's not.
It's not funny, but it's funny.
But no, someone else back home is enjoying.
That's AC.
That AC, do you know, have you seen some houses with mold? And you know that you're earning enough money.
With mold, Rachel, I've lived in a house like that with mold. When we first got to the mold.
You know you're earning enough to live a comfortable life.
And you are now building mansion in Africa filled with AC.
And you know how those rooms can be
big generators there.
You know how those rooms can, a big kitchen. But here in your kitchen, 2 people can't. It's one person at a time.
So,
hello, welcome to
Conversation on the Car
with
Rachel and Tebby.
A beautiful day. Welcome back from the USA.
Thank you.
Asha, a big queen. How was it?
Oh, it was beautiful.
Seeing family.
Yes, seeing family, you know.
Seeing your fellow immigrants. Because your entire family migrated to the US.
You know, in Africa, they say it's Japa. My mom hates that name Japa, because she believes, you say when you are Japa means that you are running from something, so you keep running and running.
But is it not the truth?
We are Japa, from the pressure in Africa, from the stress.
And you even now made her Japa as well.
Yes. She has Japa.
For how long? Like for 3 months now.
You know that Japa is a Yoruba language.
I've always
but
known
it's now gone global.
I've always known it to be Nigerian, but I wasn't sure which part of Nigeria.
It's now global. When they say someone Japa, so you are either an immigrant running from you're not even either. You are an immigrant running from something, running from your country, trying to settle in a new space. Yeah.
Was that? Yeah, that was who did that in the Bible?
A lot of
Joseph.
Joseph did it.
Joseph Japa.
Job.
Who was the first?
Jacob.
Jacob was the first person to Japa.
He was the first one because of his sin. Because of the sin.
No, it was Moses.
Yeah.
He was who killed the Egyptian and Japa.
Let's go into the Bible. I don't think I remember all those details again. However,
no, when you said he's seen, that's when it clicked.
I know. So let's say Jackpot has always been.
It has always been
Yeah,
there.
which brings us to our topic today. Yes.
So welcome to Conversations on the Couch with Rachel and
Tebby.
Yeah, and we are here to discuss the immigrant realities.
Yes.
Yeah, being grateful, but then exhausted.
Grateful that yes, you are in a new space. Because I remember when we were growing up in Africa, you are excited that, in fact, you are looking up to something. They make it a prayer. Your parents will be like, yeah, you'll be successful in life. You'll travel the world. Yeah. But in a situation whereby all our prayer in Africa, ever since, okay, I was born in the 80s, and our prayer has been, God, make Africa a better country. Make it a better continent. Give us good leaders. And yet, the system is still failing us. No employment. Everybody is stressed. Things are expensive. People can't even live their dream life. And you want a better life. In fact, it's called the greener pasture.
It's the greener pasture. But I think it's more of how the Western countries are presented to us. I do believe that if more Africans traveled and they saw the realities of what's on ground, they would choose to be home. It's just that you get here and then it is too late.
It's too late.
And then you're like, how will they see me? Because you don't have, how are you going to explain yourself? you know? And then also, I think we've always been told that coming out here, because you are told the European history.
In fact,
we learned the Canadian preludes even before
You learned about the Queen. You didn't even talk about the Queen's land.
Yes.
God bless the Queen then. You know, all you hear about is when you get here. In fact, the way they painted it for us then is when you get abroad, it was called abroad. When you get abroad, you keep picking dollars and pounds on the floor. You pluck it on the tree.
It's like
not knowing that you will be exhausted.
It's like how we had the land of milk and honey. So we thought it would come and be flowing in milk and honey. But what's the reality? What was it like for you when you first came into the UK? Because I remember for me when I came and I saw that I remember it was from Gatwick.
Yeah.
And while we were in the train, I was shocked that the train was actually dirty. And then I don't know, for some reason, I expected to come and probably see, I don't know, maybe gold-coated buildings.
Yes.
But then I was seeing no more buildings. Yes, obviously there are skyscrapers, but it's not, I don't, like the expectation had been overbuilt.
Yes.
And my father didn't even make it easier for me, because when I reached I was not in London, but he was asking me how is London.
Oh Lord.
You can't lie at that point in time that you're not in
Queensland. You know, the way, you are right about what you said. Because like I said earlier, the way it was painted to us was a different thing. But thank God, I keep thanking God for that experience, that as soon as I entered the UK, I didn't stop at London. Truly, I came in through Heathrow. But I didn't stop at London. I was coming to Peterborough. And if you notice, if you see Peterborough, our beautiful community, Peterborough is still posh. You know, you see more white than, you see in London. But the reality now got done on me. There was a day my husband said, let's go to London to shop. And he took me to a market. No, he took me to a market. And I kept hearing, Ekasan, Ekale, my language. I'm like, what is happening here? Am I in Lagos? My husband now laughed. And I saw the dirty environment. In fact, I saw rats. I'm like, is this the London that they painted for us to be the Queensland? Oh, when you get to London, everything is fine. You keep, the pounds will be accessible to you. Not knowing that, yes, you are grateful that at least you've relocated.
Yes, you've left what you were accustomed to and you've come to greener pastures rather. But what is the reality?
The reality check will just check. We'll come and check you, because that house, nothing is free. In fact, I had that word because when I came in, I was so excited. I wanted money. I wanted to access that pounds. And I signed up for a lot of things that they painted to me that this thing, when you do it, you get your 10 pounds per whatever the form you are filling. And I kept doing it. But my husband told me, he said, in London, here in the UK, there is nothing that is free. No money that is free. In Africa, babe, you can still be walking around and you are working. Has that ever happened to you that you are just working and you saw money on the floor and you pick it? It has never, ever happened in the UK. You are going to see £5 on the floor for what?
Yeah, but leave alone like the financial constraint of actually having to work, but the burden that comes with that, because you come, not only are you supposed to look after yourself here, but look after the people back home as well.
Tell me about it. Because you set, when you come to London, they expect that, okay, yes, everything is going on fine. You are there in the Queensland. You are making it and all that. So they are expecting you to, in fact, if you are not sending it, they are going into your DM, they are calling you. I remember someone was telling me that they will even give you yes, I need $100. Because they would have calculated and they will be giving you responsibility, your cousin. Then you now know your extended family that your dad didn't introduce to you.
That you never knew, yeah. I was watching a movie and I think the parent was calling this girl who had Japan as well with a family. And he was like, why have you sent me $30? Why have you sent me £30?
Can you imagine?
That's what you earn an hour. Of
course. It's someone's life per hour.
Yeah.
Put it that $30.
Yeah, forgetting that that hour has is also part of the other. There's so much rather that needs to be paid.
Exactly. They call it the behind of the scene. We don't look like what we are going through. Because by the time you polish yourself and wear that, in fact, that London, that day, I will never forget the experience I had. I had a lot of experience because I kept on asking my husband, is this how the London is? You see some people in their jacket. I saw jackets. And I'm like, what is it? So who are those people we see in the picture? Well polished, in their jacket, in their scarves. But when you see other jackets.
They're in Chelsea.
Oh, Lord. In fact, you are sitting with them in the bus at is it the aroma or the perfume?
There is no aroma.
You know why I said this aroma? I'm sorry to say, some people, the curry smell, the jollof rice smell is embedded in that jacket and it's hitting you. Strong one.
Leave alone even the financial constraint. How about the emotional constraint? What winter does to you?
Isolation, the loneliness. You're coming
missing
from Africa.
Missing
family, the communal life.
Yeah, are you torn between? This for me was a challenge whereby you feel like you're torn between. You do miss your siblings, you miss your family, but then you feel like you cannot really express that because you feel like they only need something from you, to know how you're doing.
Exactly. Yeah, I even do that a lot.
Yeah. People ask you. It would be good if someone from back home asked you, how can I send you something?
Yeah.
Or how are you doing?
My mom came and I was angry with one of my big sis. I'm like, my mom is even coming because I normally send money to her. And my mom is coming to the UK. You couldn't even send, if it's even just 1 yard of Ankara, to just send it over, just to show a sense of appreciation.
I know someone coming. What can I send
someone
you?
You sent money to and he's not calling you the next day to say thank you.
No.
You'll be like, do you know the stress I've gone through?
You'll be like, only this one. Or you put thanks.
Thanks, or just thanks like that. Just like a casual. And you will be so pained because you know the stress you've gone through just to be able to earn that money. Like I said earlier, there is nothing free.
And because we come at different stages in our lives, chances are that once you've come, say you're in your afternoons or your evenings, you've not grown here, you're having to start afresh, look for a new community. Isolation is very high. And
you're not even talking about the kind of multiple low-paying jobs that you do. Because in Africa, here, the way they package the care job, which we thank God is really helping a lot of people, to be able to pay their bills. But the stress you go through when you're a care worker, a support worker, just to earn a living. You know what they call that in Africa? No. They'll be like, you are there cleaning people's poo. You are there cleaning people's poo, but you are able to pay your bills. Yes. But someone is there entitled and privileged, looking forward to you sending money to them and not being grateful. And you are exhausted already. You are angry.
You might have even come and probably left a well-paying job, where you are well respected.
Of course.
But now you're having to compete with someone who you're older than, and even feign the Queen's accent.
I don't. Not just living a well-paying job. Have you seen the way we work in Africa? We have house helps, we have drivers, and here you are just there. It's just you. Try to employ a driver here, and you are done for. Just let's even start from childcare. The childcare itself, you merge your salary and your spouse's salary
to
to
pay.
pay off childcare. That's just childcare, not to talk of other services. That is why later I now believe this community is just the DIY community. Do it yourself. You do everything. In fact, in Africa, you know the way you want to build a cupboard, like a wardrobe, and they will build everything, fitted in for you.
Carpenter will do everything.
They will put the manual for you, step by step.
The first time it shook me was when I had to go to the petrol station and get out of the car and
Yeah,
fuel
and
it myself.
Yes,
And when I had to fill in the air pressure.
yes, you do it your
And I was like,
DIY. I said, you remember the time you got your new apartment? You noticed it was just empty, empty space. When we got our own too, we kept on constructing, building, buying. Come on, in Africa, come on, wallpaper, you get someone to do it for you.
Yeah.
Though you could get someone to do it for you
You
here.
still can.
However, you know that your salary that is built around your bills, you don't want to remove anything out of it and say you are getting an handyman that you know you can do yourself.
Everything here is accounted for.
It's accounted for.
There is no free money.
That is why you see a lot of people. Truly, we are grateful that we are here in a new environment. However, we feel so exhausted. We are tired. In fact, at times we divert the aggression to people back home.
Yeah. Before the aggression gets to people back home, it will be your immediate family. It is your wife and your spouse that will feel how angry you are at society.
And you'll be like, you'll be like, who has sent you? Because they think you are living the life of, let's say, oh, God bless the Queen now. You know that time that it was so polished. Queensland now we have a king. But the way it's been painted towards in Africa, when we got here, later when the reality sets in, when life starts happening, then it got down on you like, what am I even doing with my life?
How about the mental toll it takes on you? Not only financial, not only emotionally, but mentally. We've had people, the rate at which people now throw themselves on trains to take their lives.
It's the other people. We don't take our life like that.
No, these ones that slam on the floor because they've been working for long hours.
I know. Talk about that.
So either way.
Yeah. The self-harming and
self-harming. It hasn't been much our race.
Yeah, it's not our race. But the overworking and the shift, collecting people's shift anyhow, any free shift, you are there. And at the end of the day, you see people just slump. What happened? The person is gone. Because there was an incident then in the US. They said this guy, I don't want to mention, but he's from Africa. I don't want to mention the country. The guy kept working around the clock. At the end of the day, nobody even knew the guy's family. He kept on working. All of a sudden, the guy, poof. And by the time they checked, when the ambulance came, the guy has passed. By the time they check his pocket, he has $5,000. So nobody, they will use the $5,000 to arrange his burial, his funeral. So we overwork, we overdo, because we have a responsibility here and we have a responsibility back home.
Mentally, we are isolated. We do not share. Yes. We keep to ourselves.
Yeah, no, you don't share information. No. We keep to ourselves. In fact,
anger builds up.
How do you get used to you even going to your friend's house and you need to book an appointment for your friend?
Even that friend of yours will be tired of you.
Because in Africa, it's easy to, Rachel, I'll come to your house, I'll knock, I'll sit down, I'll eat. Yeah. Even when I didn't call you.
Even here, you have to be sure you've got to invest in your friendship. Stebby, you're not going to be just showing up on people's house.
You come with a bag of... We are grateful that we are because Africa, we love our continents. However, because of a lot of things are not working, the system is bad right now. The system is not working for us. Someone was telling me something recently, and it's as if I've not heard that word before. He said there are always been bad leaders all over the world. But why Africa's own is so glaring is because the system in Africa is not working. Because but here there's a system set in place.
But the system has been made by people. That's
exactly. Here there is a system set in place. Even when there is a bad leader, it's not showing. It's not too glaring. But in Africa, we don't have a system. We don't have leaders.
The system is there. It's who is manning the system.
For me, where I come from, there is no system. Because here, in fact, when you are going for an appointment, they say the appointment is 8 o'clock. Okay, look at our children's school now. In Africa, you can still be late, truly. However, they might tell your child off and all that. But here, you are dropping your child off at 8, and you are picking your child off at 3 o'clock. That is what we are talking about, a system. In Africa, you can still call your teachers, your child's teacher, please, I will be running late. Oh. Here, you are running late 15 minutes. You don't even want to run late more than necessary.
Because you know that a social worker will be on your door.
No, that is the system I'm talking about.
We lack accountability. We are not accountable. It's like it's your word or nothing else,
Yeah.
We lack accountability. Our leaders are not accountable, and it's from the grassroots.
Exactly.
You even look at the home structure. The man wants to come whenever they want to come. They want to, control the house in a manner they want to control, the house in. Even our leaders, be it in church, everyone, no one wants to be accountable. So then how do you expect accountability at national level? But here within your family, if one of you is misbehaving, then you'll call yourselves to order.
Order, yeah.
So at least there are bits that equality where they try to see both genders, and there are good things and bad things to it, but at least you're both accountable to each other. And it starts at family level. Otherwise, if you fail at family level, then how are you going to do it at national level?
I know.
But that said, I love the UK and I'm not going anywhere.
Yes, I think I love it here as well.
I'm not. Are you building a house? Are you building a house back home?
What else?
Are you going to retire?
The Bible says there is no way we can live. There is this song in my community. It says in my language, they say there is no way we can live. The Bible says wherever the sole of my feet steps, He will possess it for me. I love it.
It's not He has possessed it. You are possessing
I am possessing it. Okay, because here, I keep telling people, you are able to plan, Rachel. You are able to plan for the next 5 years. You are able to plan for the next 10 years. And you are able to follow that plan to see it through. Plan in Africa. A new leadership will just come in and make a mess of the whole thing. We'll say, okay, the people working at the ministry today, I don't even want to see their faces. Go and dump them in the dungeon.
Tribe. Yeah, I don't want this tribe anymore.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
So truly we are exhausted, but we are grateful. I love that topic. We are exhausted, we are tired, at times we can be isolated, we are lonely. However, you said something that you love it here. I love it here too.
I'm not going anywhere.
My children love it here because my children now, they are able to switch on that, Rachel, they are able to switch on that socket or fuse, I don't know what it's called, and they see light. I told them, I say it's a privilege for you guys. Because in Africa, I was telling them just yesterday.
It's not a prayer point.
I was telling them yesterday, it's a prayer point for, we call them NEPA, for the electrical, whatever, to bring light. You say, God, let them bring light because I need to charge my phone. I say it's a privilege that you can, your phone is on 10% and you are still comfortable. Your phone is on 10% in Africa and you are scared that how will I charge my phone? You are opening the tap and the tap that is the system I tell you is working. You are opening the tap and the tap is running. And you are paying your bills, Rachel, they are deducting from your tax. And you want to give birth to a child now, and you go to the hospital. You go to maybe a PCH now. You go to a Peterborough, and someone is attending to you. Though truly we are saying NHS is exhausted. However, someone is still there to attend to you. That is the system we say is working. Go to Africa. A lot of issues with health, a lot of issues with electricity, a lot of issues with road. People are traveling on the road. They are not even sure about their lives. And we expect things to change, but it's getting worse. If you see, okay, if we truly, it's been a while since I traveled home, but what of a lot of incident that is happening on the social media that we see every day? So truly, we are exhausted. We are picking those shifts. We are overworking. However, we love it here.
We love it. And
We are
again,
grateful.
also, it's not only access to resources and systems that are working, but if you put your mind to it,
Yes.
you can, you're able to say, yes, I'm doing
Yes.
this. And within the next few years, I hope to attain this
Yes.
and move to another level
Yes.
and, and progress, see
Yes.
progress. And so at the end of it all, how do you then make it work?
You make it work because I was about to say that because, okay, truly we are exhausted. How do we make it easy for ourselves? Like journaling, communal life. Community.
Community is
That
very
is why I love my church. Even the Bible says that we should appreciate the gathering of people. Community, if it's church you can go to, if it's mosque you can go to, even if it's party. I was telling our friend that does our makeup, I said, at times when you even dress up and go out for a party, you enjoy yourself and you feel renewed, re-energized, At
You're in
times, you
company
even
of
teach
other
your
people.
kids too that resilience is power. You keep teaching them that, yes, you keep moving. Because in Africa, where you've work, at the end of the day, Rachel, and someone is holding on to your salary. Is it fair?
It's
And
not
fair. You say you are exhausted. You are not exhausted. We walk around it. Yours, if you need to go to therapy, go to therapy.
Yeah.
If you need to journal, you journal.
The thing is that we
Yes.
cannot love where we are if we keep on holding on to the past.
Exactly.
I see this tendency of us, people of immigrants or even from other communities, whereby you want to put one leg here and then the other leg in Africa.
Tell
But
me
then
about
you're
it.
raising children from here. And then you're thinking that in your retirement, maybe in your 70s, 80s,
Tell me about
you're
it.
going to be
Africa.
able to live.
Yeah.
I don't really understand
That
the
is
logic.
why we are being exhausted and stressed.
Yeah,
because you see people.
you're exhausting yourself.
yeah,
Why don't
yeah.
I enjoy myself?
My money, my hard work here. Instead, you see people, they are getting mortgage here. They are building
It's
mansion
even
in Africa.
not mortgage, but they're in a very small, tiny apartment with maybe 3-4 children.
Yes.
They earn enough money to be able to get a home,
Yeah.
but they are building a home
That they
back
will not
home
live
that
in.
they will not live in, where they will take them in a cask.
See, this thing is not funny, but it's
No,
funny.
it's not funny though.
Rachel,
I'm sorry, it's not.
it's not funny, but it's funny.
But no, someone else back home is enjoying
That AC.
that AC. Do you know? Have you seen some houses with mold? And you know that you're earning enough money.
With mold, Rachel, I've lived in a house like that with mold. When we first got to the mold.
You know
We
you're
had to
earning
move out
enough
of it,
to
yeah.
live a comfortable
And
life.
you are now building mansion in Africa filled with AC. You put,
And you know how those rooms
you put
can
big,
be
big generators there.
You know how those rooms can a big kitchen, but here in your kitchen, 2 people
Yeah,
can. It's one person at a time.
So what you are trying to say is that whatever we earn here,
Once we've come here, once we've come into a new land, let us love it.
Yes.
Let us love it. Let us settle in it. Because at the end of the day, we cannot, tomorrow is not promised.
It's not. It's not.
It is today, today.
Take it a day at a time.
A day at a time. And enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself. Don't let anyone lie to you
Because
that you have to build in Africa.
It builds resentment in a way.
In a way, yeah. You know, I had something and I laughed through it. I don't know if you saw it on social media. The guy came into the UK and said, "Oh, my uncle, I'm sorry." Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, that uncle bit I've said before. Yeah.
He said, "Uncle, I am so sorry to have thought it was easy for you in the UK because I kept saying you couldn't even." He said that my uncle even erected a building in the village. And we kept saying, look at, he couldn't even finish the building. He said, even me, have I even bought a land to even be, to be able to even try to erect a window? He said, "Uncle, I am sorry to have thought of you that way, not knowing that we walk through our nose just to make sure we pay the bills and to still attend to people in Africa. Because why are we exhausted? Here, you see,
We are being overstretched.
Exactly. Because here you see a normal British person. They work, they go on holiday, they do everything.
They
don't share their money because their parents here, they've worked.
planned,
There is a pension plan for them. In Africa, our parents, is there any pension plan for them? No. We still have to take care of them. Truly, they might have worked in the ministry and all that, but there is a minister somewhere embezzling that money, fending off people. After all, everybody has toiled, they will take that money and someone is there living that luxurious life at the detriment of the masses. And you say a system. There is no system in Africa. No system in Africa. That is why it's not working. And people will keep jackpying. And when they jackpy, they will come here and still be grateful. Yes. No, they will be hit by the reality, and yet they will be grateful.
It's more of once you get in, snap out.
Yes, and manage
join
it
the
well.
queue.
Yes, snap out, and please try to manage it well, because we are talking about overworking. We do a lot of that here.
Don't be consumed emotionally, financially.
If you need to take time off, take time off.
Take time
the
off.
world won't come to an end. And cut your coat according to your size. Don't overdo things. Don't take those credits. Those credits you don't have plans for.
I think
they will paint it to your face as if it's something. Don't go and take that credit you can't even pay. At the end of the day, the interest will build up and overwhelm you.
And don't show off as well.
Don't. No, social media will not allow us not to show.
That's true. Because I think sometimes we bring this trouble.
It's the
we
social
call
media
that
pressure,
trouble
friend.
to our door.
My friend, it's the social media pressure. And everybody is there to show up. You see a old woman, an old woman will finish dressing up. Say, let me post it on Facebook.
I want to pay.
Even my mom will say, have you posted?
I want to pay. Until next time, guys. Are you an immigrant? Are you overwhelmed?
Yes.
Are you grateful for being here? I mean, wherever the Lord has placed you, be grateful.
Yes, please.
Be great. Don't hold on to the past.
Don't. If you feel exhausted, take time off. Go on holiday. There are holidays that, thank God for a lot of applications. There are holidays. There are some that you can even go for £200. You book your hotel, you book your flight in it, and you just take time off. When you come, you feel refreshed and go back to work. If you need therapy, go for therapy. Community, try to join a community, even if it's WhatsApp community.
I do say that,
but don't go and join your old school community.
I think that isolation is a spirit.
It is
a very bad.
It causes depression.
It is a spirit. It is a spirit.
It's easy to be isolated in this country and you'll be depressed. Yeah.
Until next time, guys, it's Rachel and Tebi. Do feel free to leave us a comment, share, like, and subscribe. Bye.
Love you.